Hi, everybody. Welcome to Sunday Stamping with Susan and Julie. This is week 17. If this is the first time you're joining us, welcome. We're glad you're spending a little time with us. Julie and I are mother-daughter. I actually signed up under Julie, Julie. And we have been demonstrators for 19 years. Who would have thought? Not me.
I know,
ever.
right? I think both of us, when we first joined, just wanted a discount on our stamps. And since you were in Michigan, I was eager to get you signed up because I was like, you can take care of all the people who, all your friends that want to buy from you. And I don't need to keep making trips up to Michigan. And I never imagined in my wildest dreams that it would have turned into to this 19 years
Right?
later, earning trips and traveling all over the country and the world together with Stampin' Up. It's been so much fun.
It has been. And the reason we started this, and it was actually Julie's idea, is Julie mentioned, I'm in Michigan, she's in Illinois. So we don't get to stamp together that often. And every time we get together, it's like time gets sucked away. And all of a sudden we haven't stamped and they have to leave or we have to leave. So we thought this would be a way to help us fix that little issue. So we're pretty excited.
Whenever we get together, it's like we want to spend time with each other as a family.
Right.
And so stamping always comes second when we're together and spending time.
Or third or fourth.
Yeah. I'm really looking forward to. We have a girls' weekend coming up in a couple weeks, and I'm really looking forward to having some dedicated time to stamp together. And it'll be with my sisters and my sister-in-law as well. So family girls, we're just gonna have so much fun and catch up on lots of.
We are, but even before that, Dad and I are coming your way, so we can watch Tom march because this is his senior year, and we won't get to see him do that. And hopefully, depending on how Elise is feeling, we can maybe watch a basketball game with her playing. So anyway, it'll be fun, and we hopefully we'll get some stamping in.
She's definitely still playing. She broke her pinky finger, really? But the doctor cleared her and said just buddy tape them together, and she's fine to get back out there. So she was like, yeah. Wow. So
I guess we're watching a basketball game with Lacey.
You will, yes. She played a game last week, and she's got several coming up this week. So and she's not experiencing any pain. So
wow.
So that's remarkable.
Oh, to be young.
Yeah, exactly. Lord. Let's get started and share our projects today. So I'm going to kick it over to my desk and show you today. We are looking at the Pretty Pumpkins bundle. This is one of the fall bundles from the July through December mini catalog. This just started in August, so we're just 2 months into this. But this catalog goes through December or even the first couple of days of January. So there's still plenty of time. And this stamp set, I have to say, I wasn't going to get it. And then after seeing some beautiful card samples, I did order it and literally just arrived this week. And we're excited to share some projects with it. So this is just a regular rubber stamp set bundle. So you got your rubber cling stamps, and it also has some coordinating dies. So the dies have some detailed images like this small pumpkin and then the large pumpkin. I just love all that detail there. And then some dies that will die cut the stamped images as well as some detailed leaves. So let me share some cards with you because I just got this. The only card that I've made is the one I'm sharing with you today, but I do have some swap cards and cards that I've received from other people. So I wanted to share those with you. Love this one from Margaret Van Vliet. Just the combination of texture from the embossing folder, the designer paper. This is Beauty of the Earth from the annual catalog. And then the detailed gold die cut against the Mary Merlot. Oh my gosh. I think her swap sold me on the bundle. I just had to get it. And then this one, let me pull back this one. This is from Carrie Koss. This is from the Great Big Card Swap. I kept this one for myself and I put one of my cards in there because I loved Carrie's cards so much. It's got kind of a fun fold going on there. I will open that up so you can have a screenshot of the measurements if you'd like them. Really great card. And again, using that Beauty of the Earth designer paper. So I incorporated that onto my card because I thought that was such a great paper to use with this bundle. So here are a couple other, now these cards, these last three are from the September Great Big Card Swap that I'm getting ready to show. And so I just pulled them from the swap box to share. This one is by Martha Gonzalez. And I'm not sure how well you can see this, but she did a die cut and then she put it on the vanilla cardstock and spritzed or brushed to create that image. And so it's just so gorgeous to have like that, the layered image with the sponged background there. And this sentiment's so perfect with this bundle. If friends were pumpkins, I'd pick you. Here's one by Amber Hatfield, and she made an extra for me. Oh my gosh, I love this. This is mint macaron, I think, with the soft suede. So much texture going on here, the gold embossed pumpkins and the sentiment, as well as the ribbons. And then the background, she has distressed and inked up. So pretty for fall. This reminds me of you, Mom. Like you love doing this kind of like distressing.
I was just thinking, I think I want a picture of that card.
Right? Oh my gosh,
it's pretty.
So gorgeous from Amber. And this one is from Alora Weaver. And if I remember right, she made an extra for me as well. So I love the, she's using like a copper or the brushed metallic, I think, foil for the pumpkin, and then the stamped image, so pretty. This is from the embossing folders from the annual catalog. I think it's My Meadow. And then the die cut inside. Oh my gosh, just so gorgeous. And Mom, you've had this bundle a little longer, and I know you've got some extra samples to share that you've been creating. So let's kick it over to your desktop.
Okay.
And you can share with us.
All right, so I'll share my samples that I've been playing with later, but this is the one I wanted to demonstrate. And this is a technique. I haven't done this in a while, and as I was playing with the stamp, so I thought, ooh, might be kind of fun to do stained glass again. So anyway, yeah. So my card base is pumpkin pie, so it's 8.5 by 5.5 scored in half. And then I have a piece of vellum, 3 1/4 by 3 3/4, and a piece of basic white, which is the very same measurement. And our measurements will be in the descriptions too, by the way. And then I'm going to mat that on a piece of 3.5 by 4 inch of basic black. And then I have a piece of basic white for the inside, 5 1/4 by 4 inches. I'm going to set those aside for a minute. And then I have 2 pieces of Pear Pizzazz. One is 5.5 by 1.5, and this will get stamped and go on the outside of the card. And then 5 1/4 by 1 inch for the inside. All right, so let's get started. I'm going to start with my vellum piece. And I know I don't think we sell these anymore. Do we, Julie, the embossing bunnies?
No, we don't.
But I highly recommend, if you don't have one, find one, because it really, especially on vellum, because the oils from your hands will attract the embossing powder. So what you want to do is you want to just rub the rosin bag over the vellum so that it doesn't, embossing powder doesn't stick where you don't want it to. All right, so I have my filming Versamark. And there's a Canadian demonstrator by the name of Lindsay Mann. And I was just surfing and came across one of her videos, and she was describing how she has a clean pad that she only uses when she films, and she doesn't use it any other time. And I thought that was pretty funny. So anyway, thanks, Lindsay, for that tip.
I love that. I'm gonna have to order another Versamark to show on camera because mine is trashed.
Yeah, right. All right, so I'm going to stamp the pumpkin kind of in the middle of this detailed. You know, when I first saw this, I thought, I don't know if I'm real crazy about that, but boy, I'll tell you what, I love it. All right, so now I have one of the leaf images with the kind of the vine, and I'm going to kind of do around the edges in Versamark. I'm using the black from the neutral embossing powders. And I played with white and black with this, and I'll show you some of my other samples that I was playing with. Okay, I know you can't see what I've just done.
It's invisible.
Yeah, but the magic will happen now. Let me tell you. All right. So I use dollar store coffee filters to catch my embossing powder. And I'm just going to be really liberal with it because I've got a lot of elements to emboss here. I don't want to catch my finger where I don't want it. Okay. Okay, not too bad. I got a little piece right there. Okay, so this is what it is going to look like. I'm going to put this embossing powder away.
It is like magic. Like it looks so awesome.
Right? All right, so let me get this out of the way for now. Oh, and I see I have a little embossing powder on my table, but I can fix that because I have my little tabletop vacuum. And it picks all of that up. Look at that. Ta-da! Great for little bits of paper too. Amazon, $12.99. Okay. All right.
And you don't even get a cut of that.
No, I don't. All right. So through the magic of television, I've embossed it. Ta-da. Is that pretty?
Yeah.
So I actually had to replace my pumpkin pie blend. So look at this, brand spanking new.
I think I need to do the same. Mine's my tip on the dark one is, maybe it's the light one. One of them, the tip is just getting all frayed.
Yep. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip this over and I'm going to color on the back. And so you can be pretty, you don't have to be too careful because I want to make sure I get the pumpkin pie over the whole thing. So I'm going over every piece of it instead of trying to get in between all the leaves and elements there. I do want to stay within the lines though. This is one of those where you want to color in the lines.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does the Stampin Blends, do they take longer to dry on vellum or are they still pretty quick?
It's pretty quick, but there is, I don't know if you can see, it's still kind of wet. So I'm just going to kind of keep coloring here. I'm going to do the stem. It's I think this is old olive actually, the dark old olive. And then I'm going to color all my leaves in.
Just realized we're using the same colors again.
Okay.
But in our defense, it's pumpkins, right? Like,
right? This is so true.
Of course, we're going to use pumpkin pie.
Yeah, well, I use Cajun Craze on one of my projects that I'll show you.
Ooh.
Because pumpkins are different colors.
Yes.
For sure. All right, I am getting there. So thank you for being patient while I color all my leaves in. But you'll see it, and when you turn it over, it's really pretty. I was looking at the stained glass windows at church this morning, and I was thinking about this card and. All right. I think I have everything done. We'll find out when I flip it over, huh? Ta-da!
That looks so nice.
So now I'm going to take the basic white piece to put it on because that really makes it pop.
Yeah.
And I think I showed this trick last time. Well, it's not really a trick. It's just boy, oh boy, I've got stuff everywhere. But the Seal Plus works really well when you're trying to adhere vellum because it doesn't really show. I don't know why. It's magic.
Yeah. Okay. So I've lost my Seal Plus. I need to order a new one. But I had a customer that was asking me for tips because she was kind of struggling. So do you find the Seal Plus is different or takes a different touch than the regular seal?
Not really. I think it's a little easier to work with. And what I did is, I don't know if you can see it, but it kind of came over. I'm just turning it under because I went outside the vellum. So we'll see what that looks like. No, I think it's a little bit easier to use personally. I don't worry about breaking the tape roll. That sometimes, I don't know, I'm left-handed and I think sometimes I just have a different touch. I'm making excuses. How about that? Okay, so there it is. And I didn't do a super job, but hopefully you won't see it. And now I'm going to adhere it to my black 3.5 by 4. And then we're going to set that aside. I'll just use this because it's here. Oh, look what I did. Wow. Okay. Oh my. Ooh. Did you see that, Julie?
Yeah, I caught the cardstock and drug it with it.
Ooh. Okay. I'll have to keep an eyeball on that. That's never happened to me before. Okay. I'm going to stick this guy on here and set this aside. I'm going to do some more stamping. I'm going to take my Pear Pizzazz ink pad on these 2 pieces of Pear Pizzazz. Just do some random stamping. See, I guess I should have had this done ahead of time.
Oh, that's fine.
That's okay. We can chat. Right?
I used Old Olive instead of Pear Pizzazz, so there you go. We're a little different.
A little different. Although I used the old Olive markers.
That's
for the stained glass technique.
Do we even have Pear Pizzazz?
Blends?
Yeah, I think I always use the light Old Olive for Pear Pizzazz.
Yeah. I wanted to use the dark because coming through vellum, I wanted it to, to definitely be. So I'm just switching with the direction of my stamp just to kind of get some different looks to the leaf. That's good enough for now. And then the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp, or I'm going to emboss, and this I'm going to have to get my ink out for. So I'm going to do the greeting, which is gather together. And I want that right in the corner of my card base. So I'm going to take my embossing buddy. And do the gather together right in the corner. And pray that it's straight. Doesn't look too bad. And another tip, close your Versamark before you go spreading embossing powder around.
That sounds like a tip from personal experience.
You are absolutely correct. Well, I've got a little heavy hand here. I'm just getting embossing powder all over the place. I think I was a little heavy with the stamping. All right. All right, I think I'm done with this now. And I'm going to get my gun, it's just behind me. On the vellum, our heat gun has 2 settings. On the vellum, you may want to use the cooler setting, number 1. And then the second setting is a little hotter. And so that's okay for regular cardstock. You don't want to burn up your vellum. If you have a light touch, not a problem. All right, so here we go. I'm going to start. Here's my inside piece. Let's just do that and get that out of the way. And I'm going to put this aside so I don't tear any more paper. And just take some regular seal. And this is just going to go on the outer edge here. So it kind of pulls the in and out of a card together. I don't have my favorite adhesive at hand here. Okay, so we're going to stick this guy in here. all that good for our inside. And then we're going to put our other Pear Pizzazz right along the edge here. You'll see why. That's why I wanted my greeting right in the corner, because this is a 1.5 inch piece. I could have done it a little bit shorter, and I thought about that, but I wanted more of the Pear Pizzazz to show. All right, so I'm going to bring back our stained glass piece, and I went ahead, and I think I've shown this a couple times, where I used a dark blend with some of the gingham ribbon and just colored it. So I am going to actually do a couple different things here. Sometimes I don't like how the bow turns out, so I'm going to just stick a piece of this ribbon along the bottom. This is tear tape. What did I say?
Ribbon.
Oh, Lord.
It's okay.
This is for the ribbon. You know, sometimes the embossing doesn't get the tape on there. You can see how it's kind of pulling a little bit.
Yeah.
Not to worry. It'll still work. All right. There it is. Need to look for my ribbon scissors. So I'm going to put a piece right around here along the bottom. And cut this off. Trim this side. And then make a bow. And use glue dots to attach it. I just like the look of it a little bit better.
Well, you just have more control over how it lays.
Pretty much, yes. Okay. I think that's pretty good. Obviously, I colored way too much ribbon. I know that this is back ordered right now, the gingham ribbon, but it is expected in, I don't remember now. I know I looked at
October 4th.
Okay. So not too much longer.
Yeah.
All right. So we're going to put that on there, and then we're going to put this on here, and there is our card.
I love that technique. So pretty.
There. So we have a little stained glass window technique with the gather together. And then again, the inside is this. All right, so let me clear some of this stuff and let me show you some of the other cards I've been working on. Okay, where do I want to start? Let's start. Well, this one we did at a team meeting. Ooh. And actually, the inspiration of this, Julie, I took a page out of your notes. On page 70, which of the mini catalog, which shows all the bundles, I saw this piece and I kind of liked it.
Yeah.
So I did this instead. I just changed it up a bit. I changed the orientation. I used the glimmer paper, the rose and gold glimmer paper from the annual catalog.
Oh, I love it.
And then stamped. Yeah. And die cut that out. And then if friends were pumpkins, I'd pick you. So we did this at a team meeting.
Awesome.
And thank you very much. Let me get this out of the way. All right. Then I did, I was playing with the vellum. And so I did some in black and some in white. So I had these pieces kind of left over. And so I decided to use Cajun Craze. And so I pulled a piece of the designer paper stack out of there. And then did this in basic white. Embossed So Thankful for You, and did a label with it and just kind of layered it all together. And then used some of our brushed metallic adhesive dots. I
love it. Oh my God.
And then on the inside, I just had the scrap from cutting this down and just put that on the inside.
That white die cut against the Cajun Craze designer paper is so pretty.
Thank you. Yeah, I really like this. And then I also brought out the gold vellum paper and
Ooh.
embossed it in black. I embossed it in white as well. And did I put it in here? I could not decide which one I liked better. Here it is embossed. Let me put it on white. And I used Cajun Craze on the back to, with the stained glass window. And I just couldn't decide which one I liked better. I decided to stick with just the black for this one.
It's so striking.
Well, that's kind of what I thought. So on the inside, I just took some scraps of the gold vellum along the bottom and the side. But I wasn't sure if this needed something else. So I tried a couple different things. I tried some of the ribbons, but the golds clashed, if you can believe that. So, yeah.
Yeah, that gold vellum is definitely like it has a shimmer to it, but it's not like metallic-y like the gold ribbon is. The gold ribbon is very like foil metallic kind of a.
Yeah. So anyway, I wasn't sure if I wanted some of these gold brushed metallic dots on here, or I pulled out some of the black matte dots that carried over from last year's mini catalog. I don't know.
I kind of like the black dots because you're very clean and simple right now with the black and white and gold. I think that the black kind of lends itself to that simplicity, but I'd like it without the dots. I think. Where would you put the dots if you added them?
Well, I was thinking, maybe one down here and maybe one over here and one over here or something, or something up here and here and here. So I'll tell you what, you guys, for those of you watching, I won't do anything yet. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think. The brushed gold metallic dots or the black matte dots?
This or that.
I said this or that. Absolutely. All right. I think I have those. That's what I've been working on with this set.
Oh my gosh, I love it. I'm so glad I got this bundle because your cards inspire me so much and I can't wait to play more.
Right?
Let me show you what I have come up with. I'm going to switch it over to my, that's a nice, got them laid out nicely.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, let me switch over to my desk.
Okay.
I wanted to show you, like when I first got the bundle, I thought, I want to use the Blackberry Beauty paper, but that one is not orderable. So I didn't want to tease you guys with that. So I turned instead to the annual catalog, and the Beauty of the Earth designer paper is really, really perfect for fall. There's kind of all the seasons in this paper. I've cut it down here, but it's a 12 by 12 designer paper. You can see we've got different, leaves and background images. I love this one with the misty moonlight, very winter feel going on here. And then the other side, just more kind of watercolor washes. That one's so gorgeous. So I'm using two different pieces. I'm using the bark and then the green for the card that I am making today. And this card is one that inspired me. This one came from your team member mom, Bethany Throckmorton. Yeah. And this is called a Here are our finished cards. Oh my goodness. Pretty pumpkins. And it's pumpkin season. Do you like pumpkin spice latte, Mom?
No, I really don't.
I've never
like
had pumpkin spice latte. I'm not a coffee person. I've actually never had coffee, but so I'm more like team apple cider when it comes to flavors. Although I do love like pumpkin bars and pumpkin pie and that kind of thing. So
yeah.
I'm glad it's officially fall now, so we can enjoy all those things. So I did make pumpkin bars last month sometime.
Ooh, how good. That's good.
Yeah,
Yum.
be a year-round treat.
Yes, it can be.
And we have just a few days left of September and just a few days left of celebration.
Oh, yeah.
I can hardly believe that celebration is almost over. So make sure that you get all of your favorites. You can choose a free gift for every $50 that you order during celebration. That's before tax and shipping. So if you haven't placed your celebration order, then make sure to get in touch with Mom or me. Oh yes. It is the last few days for the pick a free bundle promotion as well. When you join Stampin' Up! As a demonstrator and get the $99 starter kit, you can choose a free bundle from this list that Mom is holding up. And we've shown off many of those bundles over the last few weeks. So if you haven't seen, make sure to go back and watch some of our videos for inspiration on those bundles. But I mean, that's a heck of a deal. The most expensive bundle on that list is like $60. Which is almost how much the starter kit costs. So if you're thinking about getting that bundle, you should just get the demonstrator starter kit and get the bundle for free. Like you would seriously, it's like $20 more after tax and shipping to get that's ridiculous when you think about it, isn't it? You could buy a $50 bundle, or you can get it for free.
It is crazy. It is crazy. Yeah. Oh, and there's just one other thing I should just remind everybody about. October 2nd, which is a Saturday, is World Card Making Day.
Yes. We'll be celebrating a day late with our World Card Making Day video next Sunday.
We will. Gosh, that's coming up fast.
Yes, literally this week it's October. I'm not sure how that's possible. Friday is October 1st.
You know what? Maybe. Do you think this is an okay masculine card to send to your Uncle Larry?
Yeah, absolutely. And he has an October birthday, so
he does. October 10th.
I think it's very appropriate.
And this is the big 7-0 for him. So I'm outing him. He's old. So yeah, maybe I'll make up another one of those and pop it in the mail to him.
There's another big birthday on October 10th.
There is.
And she'll be 13.
She will be 13. And yay, we'll be there to celebrate with her.
Right, you will be.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So I still need to know what she wants for her birthday.
Another teenager.
Another teenager.
I can't believe.
Well, your father and I survived with 4 teenagers in the house. So I think you and Jim can handle it. Yeah, and I'm so glad it's you and not me.
It was you, and now it's me.
Yeah. But see, we survived barely, but we survived.
Oh my goodness. My kids are great.
Oh my gosh.
It's really not been that hard to survive.
No, you guys were great too.
We awesome.
Yeah. We've gotten so far off track.
Oh, seriously. Have a great week.
You too. And everybody out there, thank you for watching us. And you have a great week too. And happy stamping.
We'll
Bye,
see
everybody.
you next time. Bye.